Hi guys, Robway46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 25 on the Xbox Series X. It's time to go testing. We have a really good Red Bull ring. We managed to hold on for the win in the main Grand Prix. We won the sprint race, but now we're testing at the Red Bull ring. So let's head over and get testing. Right then, let's have a look at these two bikes. So, Spec A is looking at controlled fuel delivery and engine power, aerodynamic penetration and aerodynamic load, anti-wheelie and traction control, whereas Spec B is focusing more on controlled fuel delivery, aerodynamic penetration and traction control. So, let's have a little look. 35 degrees, medium it is. Some fuel out. Alright, let's go with Spec 8, see what we can do. I've pretty much gone for the same setup as what we used in the race weekend. Right, here we go. Hot in. So far it's feeling alright, but I mean, my first lap out, it's not gonna set the world on fire. No, not in the 27s yet. This lap's going to be even worse by the looks of it. Okay, we're in the 27s, but only just. We've lost all that time we'd gained. Okay, one more. Okay, there we go. 27-2. It's the end of our first stint on Spec A. Right, let's switch to Spec B. Obviously change the tyres. Need to take some fuel out as well. Okay, ready to go back out. So 17-2. Just trying to think what our best time was during the race weekend. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that wasn't a good end to the lap. We will build into it, I think. Oh, that was terrible. I'm not sure I'm liking the feeling of this bike compared to Spec A, to be honest. It's a lot more nervous. It's a lot more nervous than Spec A. I don't know why I pressed the ride height device for. This has been an atrocious lap. Yeah. Finding it difficult to push the Spec B bike. Got another 2 laps. 1.5 seconds off though. That's not good. It was a better lap, but still half a second off. It's my final lap with Spec B. It's that twitch we're having on the brakes. Tenth off, but yeah, not feeling that comfortable with Spec B, to be honest. So back to the pits, and we're going to do our last 2 stints. So new medium front. I'm going to go for a soft rear tyre now because we're only doing 2 laps. See what that's like. I just felt like the medium, apparently it was quite cold and not really heating up that well, so jeez. It's my teammate, he's obviously having a good test. Oh, wow. Okay, so take 2. See if we can improve. I don't really want to be near anyone. Very good. Wow. Okay, we try again. It's annoying, mess up the final corner, but that's fine. 2 more laps to go. So final 2 laps with Spec B. Again, new medium front and a soft rear. See what that's like. No one around me. Haven't been able to improve my time so far. Okay, here we go. Last 2 laps of the test. And that was a 10th off again. Cool. I restarted our final lap just because I ran on at the chicane. So now this is going to be my last lap of the test. Oh. Yeah, wow. We didn't go any quicker. But we are done with this test. Definitely preferred Spec A, to be honest. It was much more stable. So the live session, we are 0.6 quicker than anyone else. A few more people in the 27s this time, though. But we can now finish the test. I will be going with Spec A. So I'm happy with that. Still down on engine power, but everything else is definitely improving. One new message. Okay, so next time we go to Hungary. Okay, the race. Wow, looks like it may start off wet. Okay, that's going to be interesting. We'll find that out next time, but now the standings are the same as the previous video because we haven't obviously done a race. So that is how they all are at the moment. But yeah, that is it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for more content. I shall see you guys next time. See you!